Yes, RISEC is in a battle because a court has ordered them not to.
When you say you hide things for political for strategies and all of that, RISEC is not protected by law to be secretive about its procedures. May I remind you that RISEC is a state institution, and it is saddled with the responsibility of conducting local government elections, council elections. Their timetable, the activities of RISEC can be shrouded in secrecy. So when you say
it should not
when you say that they may hide it because of strategy, they are in war. RISEC is not in war. May I even remind you that INEC is facing over 2,000 litigations. INEC alone facing over 2,000 litigations from elections, post-elections, from people who have sued them about electoral procedures, electoral misdemeanors and all that. INEC is facing over 2,000 litigations. So, and even at that, INEC still publishes its timetable. They still make their procedures open and known. RISEC cannot justify shrouding its activities in secrecy.
I said, what if they choose?
I'm saying,
in as much as they are not justified, in as much as they are justified, there are several things they have done.
Choose?
There are several things they have done that is not okay by me.
Is it the job of INEC to choose to act in secrecy when they are saddled with the responsibility of local government election that should be transparent as water? That, you know, put confidence in the masses. He unveiled the voter register, decried the low vote turnout of people. I mean, when you look at that hall at Rumodara, that hall was literally empty. It was literally empty. Now, what does that go to show you? Since you're speaking for the masses, what does that show you about the mindset of masses towards this local government election? If RISEC is unveiling voter register and you cannot count up to 100 people in that hall.
That's why I told you that there are several things RISEC has me when it concerns the people. One, some of the information they release to us do not come at the right time. Some of the information does not come at the right time. And why should you keep us in suspense? In as much as they don't have the right to keep the people they are serving in suspense, they don't have the right to shroud their stuffs, their activities in secrecy. That is what they have done in this case. To do that because of that looseness on their side, there's likely the tendency that on the election some people might not come out, which I wouldn't want that to happen. I've been announcing it both in the church and wherever I go. People should come out and vote. Caretaker committee chairman, you know,
were in the news.
Okay.
You could relate to the candidates. You could relate to the grouse political parties had and all of that. In River, chairman is coming out to align. These are a lot of issues. Other parties, how come campaigns are not going on? The few campaign billboards, you know, very scarce states. I think Port Harcourt City, the Falga local government, that's just the one that has been out. You know, you drive across, this is Obiapo, you drive around Obiapo and all that, you don't see anything.
But
that is hold on. And they expect the masses that you speak for to vote them. Masses that do not know the candidate, the name of the candidates, they don't know the political party. I mean, which candidates are we voting for? Who are the people coming out for these elections? Who are the candidates of other parties? I am yet to find out. I am yet to see it. Is it a selection or an election? A selection has been done, And what we are expecting in October 5 be transparent. I want to know, when did both party conduct their primaries? When did SDP conduct their primaries? When did ADC conduct who activity? Why are we not seeing any activity? That is the question. Who are the masses in this instance, the people you claim to be speaking for? Who are the masses? If I may ask you, who is the APP candidate for Obiakpo local government? Do you know?
I may not be in position to know all the boys.
Who is the ADC candidate for Obiakpo local government? Can you, or any local government at all?
Look, but I'm not a member of those political parties you are mentioning.
Election is barely 6 days away. I am asking you, are you voting in Obiakpo or Falga?
In Obiakpo now.
Who are the candidates? Who are the candidates going head to head in this election? And who, I mean, I'm not asking you who you're voting for. That is your prerogative, and it should be secret. But if I may ask, who are the candidates that you're voting, that you're looking at? I mean, you should wear your candidates. Who are that?
Let us.
You know, there are candidates. Who are the candidates in Obiakpo local government?
In as much as I do not go around capturing their names and recording, but at least but one or two have consulted me, and the other ones have not. But the ones that have consulted me, I know them.
What are their names?
At least I know that of Labour Party. That of PD.
What's the name of the Labour Party candidate?
It's Nwaha now.
Okay. Who else?
Nwaha, who is running with Felix.
Where are his billboards?
He may not have money to erect billboards.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yes.
Which other party?
But I'm sure he has been campaigning. Yes.
Interesting.
Ben Nwaha has been campaigning.
I've not heard of that name.
No. Yes, now if you go through, you will find out. If you go to, like, I think last week he was around Rumolumini, campaigning, going to markets, speaking to people and all that. Then I've forgotten the name of this ADC SDP man. I've forgotten his name anyway. But
because he's not in the faces of the people.
He's not.
He's not.
Yes,
Okay.
but at least we have to.
If you as long as you cannot place his name, as far as I'm concerned, SDP does not have candidates.
No, they do, but we don't know them.
Oh, now, you don't know them.
We don't know them. If that based on the fact that we cannot mention
their names.
But at least here now I can mention two. APP has
not mentioned anyone.
APP has one. Labour Party has one. These two, at least. The Labour Party, I've told you, Ben Nwaha. Yes, from Rumaholo. That's what 7.
Because you're in Labour Party, that's why you can.
No, he at least he has.
Belongs to your party, so that's why you can tell.
Do you know that?
You weigh the emergence and you weigh the.
We have discussed about
and you also weigh the research timetable. That's another controversy. But that is by the way. Now that's why I've asked you, who are these candidates? And you can only tell me APP. Because of the controversy around APP, the emergence of these candidates from PDP to APP. Now, you have mentioned Labour Party because you are a member of Labour Party and you understand the intricacies going on there. Now, I asked, there are other political parties. You cannot mention any other one.
Loresha, the truth is this. Let me just make a point. Let me make a point here.
Because in Obiakpo, just like other local governments, why are candidates of other parties not showing? And it's not a function of not having money to campaign.
To a large extent, I think we have to
not a function. The question, because even in other states where the least local governments are least, people could know their names. Their names have been published. People could know their names. Their names are out there. Their names are out there. That's a fact. I can tell you for free.
But you know that for me not to know the name, for me not to know their names does not mean other people do not know their names. But we just have to agree. We have to generally agree.
Question: why are these things
good? Everybody believes.
Why is the election in Rivers State, the council election in Rivers State, shrouded in secrecy. Even you cannot defend the timetable of RISIEC.
Yes.
Even you cannot defend the window of different things as set by RISIEC and how it applies to political party and electoral proceedings in this council elections, because you're not privy to every information that you should know as an electorate. Even you as an analyst and as a member, an active member of a political party, cannot defend the timetable of RISIEC and some things. I mean,
we all own to this. We own to this reality that this electioneering process in Rivers State has been in a very low key. We know
low
that.
Key or secret?
It's not a secret. So to my side, I might say it is low key. To the other person who know it, it is happening. But we know generally that electioneering process in Rivers State in the now has been in low key. RISIEC is not giving us adequate information. Money is not in circulation. Political parties are not making the usual noise. We know that completely.
And yet, Nze, you cannot explain RISIEC timetable to me. That is one.
I know that there are people. I know it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be on our palm.
Nze, as an advocate of the masses that you pride yourself to be, speaking for the masses, you do not know. Hold on. You do not know the candidates of other political parties, and yet you do not know, regardless of the platform that is fronting them, their abilities, their level of integrity. You do not know anything about them. You have not done your background check on these people to know who will actually work in the capacity of local government chairman, in the capacity of councillors and all that in your local government.
If I
you say that it is low key. Advocate of the masses. We'll go on a short break. When we come back, we'll continue. Do not go away.
Lorenza. What Nigerians believe now is not about the government. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are on the sea.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To condemn this act, I thought that we get to lead of this minister and the deputy president.
Give us access to our money we put in the bank. And the hypocrites, which I
no matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians believe now is not about the government. Who can come and salvage us from where we are?
Representing people. Mr. President, my people are on the sea.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To condemn this act, I thought that we get to lead of this minister and the deputy president.
Give us access to our money we put in the bank.
I've always said there are two sides of people, the oppressors and the oppressed, and in between are the cowards and the hypocrites, which I
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
What Nigerians believe now is not about the government. Who can come and salvage us from where we are? representing people. Mr. President, my people are on the sea.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To conduct this act, appropriate critical beliefs of this minister and the government.
Give us access to our money in
I've always said there are two sides of people, the oppressors and the oppressed, and in between are the coward and the hypocrites. Which I
No matter how tough the challenge, how high the obstacles, we always overcome.
what Nigerians believe now is not about the government. Who can come and salvage us from where we are? Representing people. Mr. President, my people are on the sea.
I will place economic stability and confidence.
To conduct this act, appropriate critical beliefs of this minister and the government.
Give us access to our money
there are two sides of people, the oppressors and the oppressed, and in between are the coward and the hypocrites. Which I
No matter how tough.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Family of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has urged President Bola Tinubu to release him, citing respect for the late Ohaneze Ndigbo President General Emmanuel Iwayawu. Prince Emmanuel Kanu emphasized the opportunity for a political solution and requested fairness, comparing Kanu's case to the release of Yoruba activist Sunday Igboho. Despite several court rulings ordering Kanu's release, the Nigerian government has refused, and his detention by the Department of State Services continues. Recently, Justice Binta Nyako recused herself from Kanu's case after he expressed distrust in her. Kanu's lawyer, Aloy Ejimako, alleges that Kanu is being detained access to his legal team and may face indefinite solitary confinement. Nze, what do you have to say to this? Kanu's family pleading for political solution.
Do you see what we were going through in the last discussion here? Now, if we can refer to what is happening, to the plea of the family of Nnamdi Kanu, to Mr. President to release Nnamdi Kanu, you now see that it is no longer the law that held Nnamdi Kanu. It is no longer the law that is holding Nnamdi Kanu, but the individual. Now, the question is, where is our constitution? Where is the power vested on the court? If this government of Buhari and government of Tinubu is law-respecting governments, why is Nnamdi Kanu still in their detention? If what they are doing is not a hatred for the Igbos, they have released the president of Meati Allah, who was training militants. And everybody, if I may say, a separatist. Now look at Nnamdi Kanu, they are holding him. And they are making us to go kneel on the ground, begging them to release Nnamdi Kanu. This is injustice to not just Nnamdi Kanu, but the entire Igbo race. And when they are doing this to an Igbo man and doing it to Igbo people, let them know that this same Igbo people is the reason why Nigeria is existing.
Why
Because if you remove Igbo from Nigeria, Nigeria will crumble over time.
Why do you say that?
The sustenance, the salt and oil that people are using to eat Nigeria is Igbo. When it comes to commerce, when it comes to intellectual properties, Igbos are there.
They not also have solid
What does
minerals?
not have?
Really?
In as much as we believe in the north,
You can't say that.
No, you know why I say what does not have?
The solid minerals in the north has been privatized.
And in which way is it helping us? In which way is it
that
helping
they
us?
don't
Why should
have
they
solid
privatize that
minerals.
one?
Correct.
Why should they privatize the one that is in the north? And they make the one that is in the south general? Why? Look
Maybe
at
that's the question you should be asking.
No, here it is a question because look, well, let's return back to Nnamdi Kanu. Look, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu does not have any right to keep that man in detention.
Don't say President.
Do you know
Bola
why?
Tinubu.
Because